Hey guys, Midwest back here again with another video. Sorry that it's been a couple of days since my last uppost. Been busy with work. It's just been a non-stop chaos over there. Been trying to make a video, but sometimes you get really tired, you just fall asleep, and you really don't want to do anything else. But we're here to fix that. We're here to do another video. This one I want to do for a little while, and this kind of held me back because it kind of broke. When I get to the specific part that broke, I'll let you know, and I'll show you what I did to fix it. I did reach out to some other people in the 3D printing realm, and they came in clutch and helped me fix this guy here. So without further ado, we have the Power Rangers Mystic Force Titan Megazord. It is a awesome Megazord, one that I've had in my collection for many years. It wasn't until recently that I was able to complete it. It was just missing a couple of things, specifically the sword, because it's comprised of individual weapons for some of the Titans, and then the helmet that I had originally that came with my copy. One of the horns was broken and lost, so I was able to pick up one from one of my buddies for whatnot, and then he's complete. And then once I completed it, it decided to just disintegrate. But we'll get to that one specific Zord that disintegrated. Let's take a look at the Mystic Megazord here and see how he is. I only got two Megazords from this show. I got this one and the solar, the train one, Mystic Solar Zord or something like that. Once we get to that video, I'll for sure nail down the name. But this is the main Megazord for the team during that season. They had a couple other ones. There's a Minotaur. There was a horse one, two different ones, a white one and a black one. Their name's escaping me right now, but I don't have any of those. Those are kind of expensive right now. But if I do find them down the road, definitely review them. But I like this guy here, just how he is. So yeah, let us check him out. We'll show off the sword here after we're done. So yeah, like I say, he is comprised of 5 different Rangers, because the Rangers in the series transformed into the Zords. So basically these are the Rangers in Megazord mode. So let's take a look at the nice head sculpt here. If we can shimmy up here. There we go. A little dusty. It's been on my shelf. So as you can see, nicely picked out green eyes, the nice not navy blue, but the nice blue there, kind of pick it out, the gold M, really nice facial sculpt. Everything else is pretty sweet. He is kind of thick in the chest, just because he is a, this is a Megazord on its own, combines right there. How he does have a giant wing pack, which he does have 2 modes. So this one, you can unfurl the wings and have him in his flight mode. And then he has an impressive wingspan. Just fold them back in for space. There we go. As far as articulation, the wings do move out of the way sometimes. You gotta move the leg out of the way, and these go backwards. And then you can just fold this down if you really want to have a little bit of extra space. Just be wary, he does become really back heavy if you try to do that. Could be just my hinges, but he is a heavy Megazord. As far as we have him here, arms can do a full 360. There's no up or anything like that, nothing on both sides, just full 360. No wrist or any elbow articulation on this guy. Move that back. As far as legs go, same basic principle. It's just a brick. He can go out about that far. And if you move the legs, he can kick about that far until the back skirt piece gets in the way. Nothing in, there's a little bit of knee. I wouldn't call it too crazy, but that's pretty much because of transformation into a dragon mode this thing has. Nothing down here. because this is a Megazord attached to, or a Titan attached to the back of another Titan. A little bit of toe joints, but that's for transformation back into its individual mode. And that's about it. Nothing too crazy to cry home about. But overall, a really nice looking Megazord. I love this guy to death. Parts are kind of hard to get, especially this guy right there. We'll get to her in a bit. But yeah, overall, really cool Megazord. I love to have the Japanese one, the Sentai one. Has a little more blue paint down the center of the legs here. Since this one's kind of bare, it would have some blue paint here. Some other blue accents around the Megazord. But it's just paint detail. It's the same molding as the Sentai counterpart. So if you find that Sentai one, the American one stuff is compatible with it, or vice versa, if we're just trying to fix it, like I've been doing. So this guy, like I said, does decombine into 5 individual Zords, and then you can have this Megazord mode or a Dragon mode, which is the French kiss. I love that. Dragons are my favorite creature. And just to have a Megazord that fully combines into a dragon is just beyond belief. And it's a really good looking dragon. And is the reason why this thing broke in the first place, unfortunately. So yeah, let's take this guy down into the individual Titans. And then we'll try to combine them back into the dragon mode, since we know what the Megazord looks like here. I guess for a size comparison, put him off to the side. We'll bring Gosei out here. Oh, as he loses a foot, he'll pop his foot back in. So this is the American Gosei Ground Megazord. I was able to finally complete this one too. A couple of friends I've walked out as well. They gave me the legs for this guy. So as you can see, they stand kind of similar. Height-wise, he's just a little taller because of his head crest. Just goes pretty high. So he's kind of a short Megazord, but not really. Here is a one from Samurai. Yes, Ninja-kun, which is just a repaint Ninjor. He's a little taller, but he's like a first season Megazord for the most part. So yeah, he's on the shorter end. Just another one kind of around the same era. The SPD Megazord, they kind of stand almost the same. He's a little shorter, but overall they about the same width, same posability. But we'll get to him eventually because I need to fix him too. So yeah, let's break this guy down, and we'll start with the Griffin in the back, just because he's more prone to falling off. So easy enough. He is just held in here by this hinge. That's all you do, just unpeg it. It's securely in there, but it's secure enough that you're able to pop it off really easily. So we'll pop him off. He is a Garuda. If you ever played Legend of Zelda, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So you're bringing his legs down, spin him around, and go forward. And then for his hands, just bring the wings down, just like that. Just like that. And his head is tucked away in here. This was for Dragon mode. And then you're just going to pull it out and collapse it back in. And there you have the Garuda, or the Mystic Titan, or Garuda Titan. Check out the head sculpt. So mine is missing some paint. It is an older Zord. Nothing too crazy. If I could find the right shade of yellow, I may touch him up. But other than that, I don't really care. Nice eyes picked out in green, silver for the beak, some yellow around the head. No diecast in this guy, even though there were some diecast Megazords around that time. This one really didn't have any. But yeah, pretty cool guy. As far as articulation, his hands can do a 360 just because they're wings. They can go up about 360, not 360, vertically, and all the way downwards. Foot can go off to the side because of transformation. It does have a little bit of a thigh swivel, both ends. Nothing at the foot, just the foot's one giant piece of plastic. No head just because of transformation. So yeah, he does not have any weapons because he is doesn't have any hands. He just has the wings here, and he does stand pretty well because the wings kind of help him support himself. Next guy we're gonna do, we're gonna lay the Titan Megazord down because we're gonna take his feet off. The feet of this guy are the blue Megazord here, the blue Titans. You're just gonna pop them off, and they're just held in with a couple of friction grips. So one around the knee here, and then one above here, and then they just tab into the toes on this side, so just like that, and then they just held on securely. Pretty nice. I haven't seen this done in any other Megazord since. So yeah, pop them off. And then we have both pieces of the Mystic Mermaid. Easy enough to put together. You got pegs and some slots there. You're just gonna put them. Oh, first let's put the feet down. That way we can fit it in there nicely. And then yep, just peg it together, just like that. And then we're going to turn the feet inside, and he'll just. I should have done the feet first. Turn the feet forward first before you do anything, and then push it together, clip it in just like that, and then you're noticing there's no head. Head's tucked in the shoulder. Bring that down. You bring the hands out just a little bit, and then you have the Mystic Mermaid. Check out the face sculpts there. Eyes picked out a nice, like a goldish yellow. Mouth guarded in the silver. Some more of that blue paint around the crest and on the sides. Nothing over here. I think this was blue in the Sentai version. It had a little bit more paint. This one's kind of lacking in some paint. I want to say this was painted in the same shade of blue. Does have weapon that goes with her or him or the mermaid. So taking a look at the sword here, it is comprised of some of the weapons. They do come apart. So for this one, actually gets two. So let's take it apart here. This is going to be the axe for the bull. This is the sword for the red Titan. And then this one is, where is it at? So right here. This just pops off. This one's more of, you just pop this off just like that. And then we have, actually this is the axe for the bull, sorry. This is the Triton for the mermaid. And this is the tail for the mermaid, because mermaids have tails. For the tail, on the back side here, we have this connection port. And then on this here, it's just going to slide into this little channel right here. Just like that. Just tabs in. Holds it pretty securely. And then the tail you can flare out as needed. The Triton, you just kind of put in her hands. Just like that. And that's about it. She really doesn't have any articulation. She is a brick. Arms can go out just like that. I mean, there is some leg articulation side to side, but nothing to cry home about, because if you twist it too much, she will just come apart. And then she does have a tail, so you can move the tail around if you like. But yeah, it's just mainly for her to stand properly, or help her stand, just like that. But she stands alone pretty well. So to move her off to the side. Next one we're going to focus on. Let me get the corpse over here. Is going to be the chest. We're going to remove the chest real quick to get him out of the way. We'll worry about that in a minute. And then we're going to get the main body here. So the main body is comprised of the bull. He is pretty unique how he transforms. So we're going to take the head, and the helmet here is just going to plop down. It's going to cover its eyes. You can't see you. And then for the hands, it's a pretty cool mechanism. Again, I haven't seen it since. You're just going to pull this back, pull that forward, and then you're going to spin the Megazord hands on the inside, and then you got the bull hands outwards. And then you're going to bring this inside here, and it's just going to peg into place. Same thing for the other side. Grab the hand, just pull forward, flip it out. It's going to lock it in, and then just bring this inside, and it's going to lock in itself. So you got the back complete. You're going to flip him around, and then there is the bull's face right there. We're going to pick it out, show it off. Nice silver there, red for the eyes, really cool looking. Bulls have horns, so we're going to split the hat apart. That way it has his bull horns. Pretty cool. He is really dusty. Sorry for the dust. And then to finish off his legs, there's a lot of joints in his legs, mostly for the dragon. These are the dragon feet. You're going to bring those up. And then just bring these up and around. It's just going to clip in just like that. Straighten it out. And then just bring this. This is going to slide inside this little channel. And just like that, we have his feet put together. And then put his hands down. And then there we have the Bull Titan. I like this guy. He is nice and chunky. I mean, this is show accurate. He does have this here sticking out, unfortunately, for the Garuda. Pretty cool. Pretty cool overall. Nice looking head sculpt. Nice overall Titan. I mean, he's a little gappy, but you really can't help that for Megazord mode. He has got the most articulation, I think, of all of them. So his hands can do a 360. He does have a weird elbow joint there. It doesn't turn around, so he's kind of doing either that or just, you know, trying to stretch his leg. Nothing at the hands. Can't do any rotating. The legs, besides the stuff you saw in Megazord mode, they're kind of, you can only go forward because he's got this little skirt there. So you get a weird hinge for both sides. Nothing at the feet. So his legs kind of don't do too much. They do go far back just because of Megazord mode and Dragon mode. And then, yeah, he does have a weapon, which is the axe, which is this guy right here. And he can hold it pretty securely in his hand. And there you go. There's the Bull Titan Megazord. Or Bull Titan. You call him a Megazord. And we have here, these are comprised of two different Titans. Sorry if I've been interchanging Titan and Megazord. It's an old habit. So these are two separate Titans combined into the chest piece. This one you can combine into the Train or the Centaur Megazord. So these are interchangeable. With those, that's kind of the gimmick. You're able to put this guy's chest on a couple of other Zords down the road. So to get the red Titan, I want to say he's the Phoenix. You're going to have to separate his pecs and pull out the Pixi Titan, which lays in the middle. We'll talk about her in a minute. And there he is. He is contorted beyond contortionist's dreams. Basically, you bring his legs down. They clip in. And clip in. These are his hands. You just want to snap them back. Just like that. And then his head is hidden inside this little flap. Bring it up. Close it up. Kind of reminds me of Optimus Prime for some reason. And there you have the Phoenix. There's his face sculpt. Nice green eyes. A little bit of gold picked out. Can't tell if he's frowning or if he's just unhappy. But yeah, he's a cool little Megazord Titan. His hands can do a 360. They have a little bit of up articulation just because of transformation. Legs, again, for transformation, they're on this hinge. You can kind of not really do the splits. And then if you really wanted to, you can feint a broken leg and do that. Or do the stanky leg. Nothing at the ankles, nothing at the knees. He is pretty posable. Kind of a minifigure on his own. He does have a weapon. The last weapon is the sword. I don't know if these weapons actually have a name or not. But he can wield it. You can pose with it. Oh, and his little skirt folds up too. So when you're kicking, it'll get out of the way. As I drop him. Please don't break. So yeah, kicking. His legs can go about that far up. And then that far back for the most part with the knee hinge. And yeah, he is a pretty cool, pretty posable guy. I am afraid of this guy breaking eventually, just because I've seen a lot of them break, especially on the hinge right here. Especially, you got to put a little bit of pressure. I'm afraid that over time, this hinge will just disintegrate. And I'll explain why in a minute. But so far, it's been steady. No breaks, no tears. I don't see any areas of stress, so we're gonna just be nice to him. That way he doesn't break. He's not terribly expensive, but if I don't have to buy another one, I'll be happy. So put him off to the side. And then finally, bringing out the Pixie. Here she is. She is a pain in the ass. And was the reason why this review took a good amount of time to get, at least 2 weeks. So initially I was trying to do a video on the Titan Megazord after I got the sword, because basically I was complete, and then the helmet as well for the bull. But as I was transforming her, she decided to disintegrate. So this hinge right here on my original copy, just one day I was transforming into dragon mode just to, figure out how to do it again, and it just completely disintegrated into dust. The tiny ones under the tiny spots right here on each side, that's what disintegrated. I don't know why. I always kept it in a nice cool place. Maybe it's just one of those old plastic syndrome things. So here is the actual backing to it. As you can see, I tried epoxy, I tried glue made for plastics. I've let it sit for 4 or 5 days just so it could harden up, and once I put the pin through and try to transform it, it just shattered again and again and again. So at that time I couldn't find another Pixie Zord to replace it, or a replacement part for her butt, basically her butt plate, because sometimes people make 3D resin copies of reproduction parts. I've got a couple for the Megazord, and I'm gonna get some for down the line for other things, especially the SPD Megazord. I need the sword. There's a repro for that on there as well, but no one had one for this. So I reached out to a guy. I think his name, it's Jeff 3D Print. He's got an eBay store. I bought the wolf tail for the Megazord. I got it from him. Notice he did a lot of other 3D printings, and I reached out, showed him photos, sent him a video of what's going on with this, and he was able to 3D print the butt plate for her out of a resin material, which, I mean, from far away you really can't tell. It's less shiny, but I don't really care. It's the back side of her, and she's already got some paint issues, but it's whatever. So he took the challenge and was able to make me one, and I just got it yesterday and put this girl together, and I had to do a little bit of modifications just because it's brand new mold, and he wanted my opinion on what he could do. So I don't know at the time of recording or when you're watching this if he's actually released the mold for this so you can buy it. But if you're having issues with the Pixie Zord like I did, definitely go ahead and buy it. I think he's printing the resin version. He sent me 3 different versions of it. The resin one, I believe, was the best one. It's still pliable. It's nice and soft, so if you have to do anything with this, it's not going to shatter or break. So yeah, I'll show you more of it here. Let me transform her. So for her to get it out of this mode, and this is where mine broke, and hopefully it doesn't break here, but I do have an extra piece. So you're going to bring all this is her lower body, up, and bring the dragon head backwards. Move her hands forward, and then it's just gonna sit right there. It doesn't tab in or anything, it just sits right there. Bring the ears back, and then there we go. We have the Pixi Megazord. Let's take a look at that face. The face that caused me so much issue. Nicely picked out in yellow. Little pink mask, nice silver crest. She really can't do anything. Her arms can go up and down, and her legs are one piece, and then her toes just go back and forth for dragon mode. But yeah, I am just happy to have her fixed finally, because at the time of me trying to find her replacement, the only ones I could find were from Japan, or other ones that were broken for like $50, and no, I'm good on that. I think I paid maybe, I got other things too, I think like $30 to $40 from the 3D printer guy, but he gave me other things too because I need to fix my light speed Megazord now. That one broke too, so we'll cross that bridge once I get that one done, but at least this one right now is done. I'll link his eBay page to the video, so you guys ever need anything else from him. He does good quality work. I think most of the stuff comes painted already. If not, I think you can ask, but he's got stuff for Wild Force, SPD, a couple other series. This guy here, I know he has her shoulders too. He's printing them out. I don't think they're painted. I could be wrong at this point, but he does 3D print her shoulders out because I know these sometimes go missing. So yeah, I'm just happy to have her fully complete and not in two pieces. And hopefully she stays that way. She does stand as Pixie stand surprisingly well with her feet, just like that. Pretty cool. Move her old butt plate out of the way, and she is the tiniest one of them all. She is the small chick. See, she stands up here. There we go. Oh nope, she's drunk. There we go. She had a wild night out. She's a little drunk with the boys. So yeah, she's the smallest member of the group, but she does the most. So yeah, those are the Titans from Mysto Force, all separated. Now we're gonna try to attempt the dragon mode, which is fucking cool. I do like it a lot, and it's one of the main reasons why I like this Megazord. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna move him out of the way because we don't need him till the last bit. We're gonna go with her since she is the star of the show. So we're going to get her back to chess mode, essentially. So bring this up, and then her feet, we're going to fold this down. That's basically the dragon's tongue. And then we're going to just bend at the hinge. And this still makes me nervous, even though I don't think it's going to break anytime soon. Just having flashbacks, basically. So bring that down until it goes into the mouth. And then these can be adjusted whenever. And there we have the dragon's head, as you saw probably from the chest. So this is the chest mode. This is dragon mode. You can open the mouth and have him roar. There's no ports for any like blast effects or anything. That'd be kind of cool. You can put a little fire blast effect in there, but it's pretty sweet. So the head's all ready to go. And put them off to the side for now. Next we're going to do is the Bull Titan. Remove the axe. We're going to use the weapons as well, minus the red one. For him, put this down. We're going to combine his head back together. We're going to leave his arms. The same arms are for dragon mode as well. We're just going to go forward. These become the dragon hands. And then the feet. This is the dragon mode feet here. I believe. We're gonna do them. Let me get a good spot here. All right. So for the feet, we're gonna have them in this position, just like that. So you want the bull's legs full, or bull's toes fully out, and then the dragon's feet fully out, because he's gonna be kind of arched over. So simple enough. Just a lot of moving parts here. Do that, and then just do that, and then just bring his leg down. Like this, and there we have him ready to go. He might be a little bit front heavy, but that will change here shortly. Next thing we're going to do is going to add the Garuda to the mix. So for him, pop the chest plate out. We're going to flip his head in, bring this peg out, just like that. And then we're going to, this is on a double hinge, we're going to extend this out. And then just leave it like that. You'll see why in a bit. And then, just like we did for Megazord mode, this is going to go on the bull right there. Same way. Just slot it in. Just like that. And then the part that we extended out is going to go over and above the bull's head here. And then it's just going to cover it. It's going to snap into place. It's got a tab here and a tab here. And then that's going to securely cover the bull's head so you don't see it anymore. And it's kind of support this. Kind of. And then we're going to take the dragon head that we did for the Pixie. And then on the back of the Pixie, there is a little ball joint socket there. We're going to plug that into that ball joint right there. And I don't know what to do with the hand. Sometimes I leave them down. But you can just gently squeeze that in. That way it doesn't break. So right now we have the dragon kind of almost done. Looking pretty cool. But the dragon's missing its tail. Part of this tail is going to be with the Mermaid Titan. So we're going to take off all the weaponry and the tail that we had on her originally. Flip this around. We're going to put the wings up. Get this ready for transformation in a bit. The legs you can bring up as well on the Garuda just so it locks in right there. And then over here, you notice there's a hole on the back end of the bull. Kind of see through there. That is for the Mermaid, and I usually screw this one up because I put it on backwards sometimes. So we're going to take her apart like we're doing it for normal Megazord mode. Tuck her head inside. And then, I forget, is it this way? I want to say it is this way. Let me see here, because I forget too. Yes. So, it's going to go like that. Yes. Alright. I try not to touch this too much because then it'll break on me so easily. So we're going to kind of do it like a Megazord mode a little bit. Put those together here, but with an extra step. So we're going to put it off to the side just for right now. We're going to get the sword set up here for the main event. So combine the axe with the base. It's going to go in there. And then the Triton is going to sit right in here. It's going to snap in just like that. And the red sword will go in there, but we're going to be using the sword for the red phoenix here. And then this, so on the inside of the leg, there's a peg there, and then on this sword, it's on the tip here, on the hilt. That's where you're going to connect it to. So we're going to do on one side. If I could do this one-handed. Yeah. Oops, something just came off. Just like that, and then just like that. And then plug back in the axe. And then these guys are going to go into the butt of the bull. No easy way to do it without everything kind of falling apart. Just take it apart just slightly enough that you can put the hooks inside here. One at a time. There we go. Just button up everything. And there we have the dragon. If I can get it in a nice enough shot. There we go. This thing is pretty long. It is pretty intimidating here. Like I said, I love this dragon mode so much. And then to add to the badassness of this, you can use the wings and extend them out a little further. And this just takes so much space, but it's so worth it at the end. So you have a nice wingspan for the dragon here, just by itself. Like, it is pretty freaking sweet, the wingspan on this guy. And the tail just adds it. Before, you know, you could probably get away just having the pixie or the mermaid there for the tail, but the sword bit just adds so much factor to it. It is cool. It is awesome, but we're not done yet. No. Put that back in the way. Now with the red Megazord, the red Titan Zord, bring him in here. He's able to ride the dragon into battle. So that's why he's got the skirt here. So you're gonna bring his feet forward. You can bend him at the knee and then just separate it just a little bit. Putting his hands up, and on his back of his thighs, he's got 2 pegs. He's got 2 slots right in the back of the bull. And just try to line it up in there as best as you can. Sometimes it likes to fall apart. I like to grab it one cheek at a time and sit him in there. Let's move his leg real quick. There we go. Like I said, I don't really do it too much on this mode because it sucks so much. Hold on. Alrighty. Alright. One cheek's in. We'll keep that out. And then spin him around. Get the other cheek in. It's a little tedious, but it's worth it at the end. There we go. Now he's fully cheeked in. So you can pose him, you can have his sword out, and then yeah, he is ready for battle. It is pretty sweet that you can ride the dragon. Kind of over encumbering here, but yeah, pretty cool. Pull out a little bit so you can see. But yeah, that's one of the best ideas ever for a Megazord. Combine them into their own thing and then combine them into a dragon. It's never been done before that I've seen, but it's so worth it. I wish they did more of this to this day, but yeah, I like it a lot. So yeah, let's take this guy down into individual components to finish off the video. Alright, and there you have it, guys, the Mystic Force Titan Megazord. Great Megazord to have, lots of different combinations, lots of good moving parts. Dragon mode, you can't beat dragon mode. If more Megazords had dragon mode, I would be a happy guy. Love this guy, love the Zord, love this whole entire set. Just the little issues with Pixie, and then possibly other joints breaking soon just because it's that age now as she gets drunk and falls. Which is fine, she can take a nap, she's been through a lot. If you guys have this Megazord, hope you're enjoying it. It is one of the best ones I've had so far. Doesn't need lights or sounds, doesn't need this and that. Just give me 2 different modes, or a couple different modes, and I'll be happy, just like these guys. So thank you again for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe. We'll be back again with another video. As you see, I got more Megazords around here than I know what to do with. And we'll be reviewing them as we go. So, hope you guys have a good night. Take care, and we will see you around. See ya.